What's up, everybody?
Hey,
What's
Welcome.
uppies?
how's
There
it
we go.
going?
I always, like I say, whenever we start, it says 0 people are watching, and I know that's not true because I have 10 tabs open.
And they're all you on your 9 other burner accounts, so that way you can.
I know. I actually don't have a single viewer. It's all just me and a bunch of trench coats.
Oh no!
This is good. I feel like we've had. Let's be honest, guys. For those of you watching, we've had a lull for the past couple weeks, which is good for the wallet, but not good for the soul. I feel
Including
like,
this
right?
coming week is a lull.
Yeah. I mean, this is. I think this is the first step in the right direction, at least for
Yeah.
me. Like this, I'm excited for. I was excited for last week because of one of the books I'll haul, but I was also like, I'm really excited about this week, and then March is just bananas.
Next week I made it, and I'm literally looking at it right now. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 omnis
Show that
next
yet?
week alone.
Yeah. There
Like
we
not
go.
this coming week, but the following week, ladies and gents.
And
But
if you
yeah.
want to know what to get, then tune in next week.
Yeah.
Well, we make your
let's
when we make
stop
your
the show
wallets
now.
cry.
Yeah. Just kidding. Shouts out to our dear friend Bat Cato. Thank you,
My
friend.
dude.
They been playing a lot of rivals with him. I even switched characters to better synergize with him. He's a Rocket Raccoon main, so I switched to Bucky. Our friend Ryan, Yennefer, sup playa, my friend Alex. What do you think about this? What do you think about his image, his profile picture, Chris? Does it make you happy, or do you think his profile picture is wrong?
I mean, I have nothing. The image, there's nothing wrong with the image. The person in the image is wrong. So
I want, if they ever do a Marvel swimsuit edition again, I want that same picture, but he's just wearing like a Speedo and the Cyclops glasses, but that same exact pose. I think
Like
that
the
would be-
Nightwing one.
Yeah, like all the Nightwing ones. James, what do the eyes mean? Do the eyes mean like you're watching us, or like we're late? Like the eyes look like they're up to something. And Jan said,
literally
"Nah,
and
we here."
figuratively watching.
Yeah. Falling Apart, which is a cool Batman picture. Heroic Hideaway. Hoping for some good books this week. I'm excited about this week.
Same.
Oh, shouts out to the best mustache in comic book, I guess, internet, the Bat Stash.
Is that Batman as a Viltrumite?
It is. He is 17 absolutes away from a complete set with 6 of them pre-ordered. So he's
Nice.
on. And then my friend Mike, who he got me to download Fortnite, but he told me of a term that, Chad, I need you guys to answer this term for me. I think it's the Fortnite equivalent of gutter mutant. Okay. He said, I don't want to play with a no skin. What does that mean? What's a no skin?
A default
Why
skin?
does this like he doesn't want me? He don't want me, yeah, default skin. Like I'm an NPC or something. like I have no personality. Like, I'm sorry that I don't have the Iron Giant as a banana with a taco mask, but like, I just downloaded the game.
I don't know if that's the equivalence of a gutter mutant. I feel like those are still a little far apart, but sure.
Either way, I get nervous when I see one walking down the street.
No.
I clutch my purse.
And we are not coming back, so
between March and April, a lot of pre-orders, so I could spread it out. Oh, I think someone said, oh, I saw following. No, not buying anything until May, unless we convince you. Wait till Chris reads something you're on the fence about with his solicit voice. Great speaking to you yesterday. It was good speaking to you too. And don't be an NPC, Jake. I guess that's good advice.
Character.
Yeah,
that is good. That's good life advice.
Yeah, it is good life advice. So what's everyone? Anyone got any news to share? Anything? Any irons in the fire? Any goals that they reached last week that they're excited to pontificate about? Any books to haul?
I had lots of stuff to haul, but shaved and haircut, so the beard days are gone.
Okay, so that's why you look different and you were smirking at me when you logged in. I guess I was thinking that I got rid of the handlebars. I got rid of the handle, so I thought that was going to be the noteworthy facial hair change that I don't look like a Western prospector anymore. But Chris just had to one up me.
Just all
gone. Yeah,
it's getting warm. I don't do well with warm.
It's getting warm.
No skin is worse than a gutter mutant. Oh.
I tell you what, you go down a rabbit hole about figuring out on TikTok, going down a rabbit hole with all these weird and scary tales from Appalachia. I tell you what, that stuff will mess you up watching that stuff.
And if someone is from Appalachia, we support you, and you're still welcome on this show. Tell us the horror
I'm
stories.
just talking about the legends. It has nothing to do with the people. The legends are like crazy.
Looks
the
way better
Mothman?
without the handlebars. Yeah, it was the teasing last night. Just the nonstop teasing. I got bullet, and I'm just kidding.
I
I've never
told
had a
him that
mustache
this
before. I
morning.
didn't know the rules. This morning it was like 20 minutes ago. And
That is
Beyond
true.
Comics, everyone go check out. Was that your very first live stream with that you did with OmniDog, or was that just your first with OmniDog? I know you mostly through Instagram, so I didn't. But everyone go check it out. He did great.
Still my favorite
guys,
profile picture.
I know.
Still the best.
So guys, what did we all haul?
I'll go
Chris,
last. Mine's
do you
gonna
want to
take a
start?
while. No,
Yeah.
I'll go
Okay.
last.
I feel like
Mine's
Chris
not a
hasn't
big
hauled
one.
in like weeks. Like
But now he's making us wait for it.
he did no
I
haul
will.
February, and now he's gonna burst.
The anticipation. That's
Yeah, he's into that
Antissa.
tantric sting hauling. You know what I mean? Where you like
Yeesh.
was that the line?
Jake, how many
Sure.
books you got in your haul?
I got 4.
We have an equal amount, but you go first because I'm waiting on one more to come in.
okay.
okay.
Time it
Like-
just right.
Like I'm hoping it shows up while you're doing yours.
I actually did a reroute, so it's not coming anymore.
Get out of here.
Up first, I have a book that I have read in a lesser format as a gateway, and it sold me on the deluxe edition. I got Far Sector.
Nice.
Hey.
So for whatever reason, this was accidentally shipped to Jordan's house, and
Accident.
he wouldn't give it to me until I gave him a copy of Marvel Knights. So
Oh, I can pull that too. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is the story of a new Green Lantern in a world with 3 different types of aliens that are all wild, and they deprogrammed out emotions. And there's this new drug that's going crazy that lets you feel emotion. So, pretty fun. But it's weird though. As much as it's out there in intergalactic, it's also superhuman, which I feel like is and the art is awesome. There's so much in the art that I feel like the compact does not do it justice.
I would agree.
Yeah. And then next I have a cover, and I have a funny story to tell with this cover. So this is the one I just had to have, this is the Battle World omnibus. This is, I don't like to read tie-ins in chronological order. I like to read them in alphabetical order. So, but we're sending. I don't want to too much. I want to see my friends. We're sending a copy to OmniDog, and I specifically showed him my cover and said, "I'm not sending this cover to you. I'm giving you the dudes." We know that if there's something OmniDog doesn't love, it's not female superheroes. He wants to see a bunch of dudes on his cover, and he was not happy about that. He wants this cover.
He wants that one right there.
And let's get to this question real fast. Organic Price Books says Batman by James Tynion is coming out on March 4th, but it doesn't say anything about its volume 1 has a cover. So oftentimes the original cover that gets put up when the listing gets put up is a temporary placeholder. We usually don't see the cover till much later. There are photos online of what it looks like now, and I actually think the spine design is dope. But I think they should be. I think we might have got our shipment in, so they should start sending out real quickly. Sometimes we're lucky to get shipments early, and they get to you a day before the pre-order comes out. Other times, maybe we get a damaged shipment or something, and then it's a few days later. But I think they should be shipping out pretty soon, and it will be volume 1.
Yeah.
And last, I have 2 more. Yeah.
Real quick, for those of you that are waiting on Invincible, and
Yeah.
a number of things. So this is what JP has to say about that. He said there's been disruptions with our Image Comics distributor, and we are working to get that resolved ASAP. There has been a lack of communication with our Image partners, but it should be rectified by Monday. So thank you for your
Yeah.
patience. And he apologized. It is completely out of his hands. He has been emailing, trying to contact, doing everything he could.
Yeah, I've never seen him so stressed. But the good news is if you've ordered library editions or ultimate collections or compendiums besides volume 2, the only thing we're waiting on is volume 2. That's the big holdup. So say you just bought volume 3 of the compendium, the paperback, or if you bought the ultimate edition of the libraries, he sent me like mountains of shipments that went out today. So we're just waiting on those volume 2s, which is what's been holding things up. And what's hard is that Invincible is so popular right now, but it's also so popular as a gateway comic. So a lot of these people, this is their very first order with us. And it's just, we want to make a good first impression. So we hope that also people don't understand how small of a team it is. It's JP and another dude for 7,000 shipments a week. So we are doing our best.
And it's very difficult when you do not have a phone number to contact said people, and you have to work off of a customer service email that,
And the worst part was our main rep was out right now. So I guess we had some intern that we were trying to get a hold of. And so we were doing our best right now.
So anyways, my apologies. I didn't want to forget that.
No, that's really helpful information. Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you, Chris.
And yes, they did. Not only did they change the cover, but they dropped a DM that was not even announced to any, you know what I mean? Like that was a stealth drop. And YouTube didn't send me. Okay. Did you ring the bell to just OPB's channel? Because I was testing to see what numbers were like if we just did one YouTube channel. I'm checking analytics on that stuff. So maybe hit the bell to I mean, we do the best we can. There's just not a ton of margin on books. And when we did have more people, they weren't up to the same packing standards. So we got to make sure they're people that are really well trained. So that's the other part, is that they got to be trained in how to pack the inserts right. Moving on though, I got my first Amazing Spider-Man omnibus ever. I figured volume 6, better late than never.
It's a great start. It is where you should start. Those first 4 volumes, terrible.
Can I start with the Taschen and then immediately jump into here?
Actually, you have to start with volume. You have to start with volume 8. That's coming out in a couple of years, and then you go with the Taschen, and then you can finally read this one.
Jake, do you know who the main author on that one was? On the volume that you're holding?
Marv Wolfman.
Yeah, we met him.
Heck
that was a fun experience.
Now, this last one is the big one.
Biggins.
Absolute Transmetropolitan 3.
Yay.
Sick.
So I actually didn't get this from our sponsor OPB. I paid for full cover from Amazon because our shipment got delayed. I don't think we got them in until Friday. And I needed it Tuesday so we could prep for a video. So I bought it off Amazon. And then this giant cluster happened where it's like sold out everywhere. At the distributor level. And we were shorted 2 copies. So he literally had to buy 2 copies from Amazon at cover himself to fill people's orders, which is crazy.
And that's the kind of service you get from OPB, ladies and gents.
Yes.
That is right.
And oh boo-hoo, Jake had to pay cover for a book. I feel like I'm happy with what I got. So I would have paid double. I mean, how many times did I text you or either 2 of you being like, it's only $600 for an out of print copy? Like, it'd be a tax write-off.
The tax write-offs.
That's not how those things work, but okay.
Yeah. But I thought the government pays for it if it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Is that not right?
Yep. I hope that's how you filed your taxes last week.
Yeah, that's my haul. What do you guys think about my haul? What do you think is the best book? In my haul, what are you guys most jazzed about?
I'm jazzed for your final absolute, because now you no longer need to collect any more absolutes. It's done. It's over for you. You don't need it.
And that means even the new ones that are coming out.
Yeah.
I thought that until that guy said "hold my beer" on Facebook and sent me that picture of a 5x5 calyx with every Absolute and Absolute style. This dude in this picture not only had Absolute Planetary, he also had the 2-volume set of Absolute Planetary. What a maniac! He
My
has like
joke was gonna be that you now need to collect 2 of every Absolute, but it sounds like he
Yeah.
already beat you to it.
he had like he has the Absolute edition of Martha Washington, which is like one of the rarest books I like.
Yeah.
I've
It's
like,
intense.
his picture put mine to shame. But this is a good question. Before we jump into the next person, what is the difference between a library edition and do you mean between a library and Absolute, or just a library edition and a regular book?
I will get
I
a
think they
library
mean
edition.
Absolute.
I will get
Yeah.
what a library edition looks like real quick.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
And let's
They're
get
very
some questions.
similar.
Sorry, you go, Jordan. I didn't mean to cut
Oh,
you
I
off.
was just gonna say, yeah, they're very similar, but you'll see typically library editions they can be wider. But Jake, pull up some questions. Let's see.
Yeah. Picked up volume 1 of Burns' Fantastic Four.
Sick.
And Alex saying when Byrne takes over writing, it's one of the best comics ever. And
All right.
yeah.
So I've got an Absolute to compare it to. So this is a library edition of Black Hammer by Jeff Lemire. All right. So with Absolutes, typically you're going to get a slipcase. That does not usually come with a library edition. And just for size comparisons, you're looking at about the same in size.
That actually
Sometimes-
is pretty close.
Sometimes library editions can be a little bit taller.
And
But-
sometimes a specific Absolute can be a little bit wider if it's Justice League World's Greatest Superheroes. But do libraries have a ribbon?
Yes, they do.
Oh, yours does?
My Black Hammer does.
So none of the
they
Hellboys have
can't-
ribbons.
But that's not a
I think-
guarantee. That's not a guarantee, though.
I'm pretty sure. Do the Madmans have ribbons?
Yes,
Okay.
they do.
So they're essentially, they don't have a slipcase. They might have a ribbon, but then there's some Absolutes that don't have a ribbon, but they're much larger than a Omni.
Mhm.
Hot take. I think Absolutes are a waste of money. You don't get the full story, for example. Dark Knight Metal, you don't get to know what the hell is going on unless you pick up the omnibus.
But again, some do though. Like
Yeah.
if you go with Long Halloween and you go with Dark Knight Returns and some of those, like
yeah.
it just depends. If you're going for an event that is tied to a larger story, like Final Crisis, as you said, Dark Knight's Metal, like you're
I feel
right.
the opposite
You're
about
not
Final
gonna-
Crisis, though. I feel like the tie-ins, like Infinite Crisis, get the Omni, but Final
Yeah.
Crisis, I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that story reads better without the tie-ins. I don't know, but to each their
Yeah.
own.
I mean,
it's
so again,
definitely
you're gonna have to be careful. Like if you want a full story, you're going to get with omnibus. If you want just the, like for instance, like you talk about, Jake, with the Batmans by Grant Morrison. That's just a segment of the long storyline. So
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
And
You're not
it'd
wrong.
be the greatest hits usually.
Yeah,
But
it
I
all
think
depends what you choose.
a lot of people, I feel like, and this is a totally valid feeling, they're better for like things that would only ever be a deluxe edition, like a standalone one-off story. Like they're never going to be an all-star Superman omnibus or like a New Frontier omnibus. So those, are when the Absolutes make more sense to a rational buyer, I would imagine.
Well, only you know what they say, only 1 in 3 comic book collectors are rational buyers. So
Transmet Absolute is the only way to read it. That is
there you
true.
go.
Jordan, trade Absolutes with me because I don't need one that says Vertigo and then all the other two say DC.
We'll see. Is it time for me to switch over and show some of my movies? I was hoping a package would come in because it said it would be here by 1:15 and it's currently 1:20. So
Nice.
But
I'll
there's
hold
never
that off
shipping
till-
delays.
I will probably hold that off until next week unless it shows up, but I'll make this large. You'll see that my haul is very similar to Jake's, and it's because these books just came out recently within the last month. But the first one is not. Tower Babel by
Nice.
JLA Tower Babel by Mark Waid. This is because I am currently collecting Justice League runs, and one of my next ones to come in will be JLA by Grant Morrison. Now we get into the similarities. Far Sector Deluxe Edition. Jake already gave a synopsis on here, as Jake says synopsis.
Synopsis.
Honestly, that deluxe
Jake,
edition is
say
a robust size increase, right, Jordan?
Thanks, Jake. Yeah. This one is the same, but a different cover. Spider-Man Volume 6. This one is going to be the DM variant with Doc Ock on the front.
Cover's a little pervy, Jordan.
And the last one is the same. Transmet 3, which Jake and I did pay cover for these books. Woe is me, how dare I? But
I think it's $80 on Amazon right now, too, if I'm not wrong. Let me check.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm doing an exchange for some money back.
It's $86 today.
Oh, let me order a new one, and I'm returning this one. Because that is... Oh, thank you, Jake. Because that is about $50 less than what I just paid.
Ah, the old Amazon switcheroo.
Classic switcheroni. Chris, it's your time to shine.
All right.
I'm texting my wife to buy it also.
So I've got some similar, some different. So picked up the style guide because we have the man who all their art is featured in this, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, coming to Heroes Con, and I do have a number of different stories that has his work in it, but I figure if I have to choose one thing to get it signed, it might as well be his entire DC style guide art collection. I think that would be the best thing.
Now I have to get mine signed too.
How many suitcases are you bringing to my house?
He's shipping his books to your house starting today.
Yeah.
That's trust. That's trust. So, and you got that, and then we have The Flash by Grant Morrison and Mark Millar.
Nice. And mine should be coming in any day. Show that spine. Show that consistency.
Oh, that's nice.
Alex, for some reason, because he's Cyclops, hates it.
I'm impressed that they did that because, I mean, yes, it does. It is the little section of the weight omnis that will not be collected. So this is if you're just getting the weight omnis, you're gonna have a gap, and this is your gap filler right here.
How do you feel about the Mesner Loeb omnibus having the exact same spine when it's kind of a completely different thing?
I mean, I'm fine with it. I like consistency. I mean, I'm not gonna pick it up because it wasn't my tempo.
Dude, he fights the turtle.
That's wonderful. He fights the turtle in other times too, but that has nothing to do with whether it's just not my tempo. And much like Jordan, and you, but Jordan and I are similar kind of covers. Twinsies. Here, let's touch spine to spine. There we go. Doot, bloop.
That was. I'm gonna say in the private chat what that was.
And something neither of you have, because I am a huge Rick Remender fan, and I think I've got most of his editions where he goes full deluxe, The Strange Girl 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition.
Well, let me solo.
There you go. You got Bethany Black and her pet demon Blotto. Embark on a road trip to find the last gateway to heaven, to hopefully befriending God and escape the hell that's on earth. So
that also looks like the week I tried to give up caffeine.
So that is a replacement for the small trade paperback that I've got, the compendium, if they want to call it that. And then also, here we go. Now we're triplets.
Yeah. Oh no, we get a touch tips. All three of us. It's three. Let's do a three-way.
I don't. Okay.
Like the Three Musketeers.
Unite. I did not buy mine through Amazon. I bought mine through OPB. So.
Oh, good for you. That was the right answer.
Mine had a little bit of a little ding.
Whoa,
think it
that's
was
such a
just-
weird angle.
Mine had a little ding, but luckily,
Jake.
luckily the book was preserved, and I'm so happy to finally have all three. Again, like I said last week,
Good.
it's not surprised it's sold out at the distributor because this has been long-awaited reprint.
I think what it is like they always print less each volume. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and then I've got non-comic book haul because this is something I thought I was getting something else from FedEx. I know our friend BJ's, favorite, and my also, and I say that sarcastically, we do not like FedEx at this point. So I backed the Spawn Kickstarter, the medieval Spawn from McFarlane's, and they all came in yesterday, and I bought a 3-pack. So you're probably gonna blow it up. So.
Jake and I
gotta go
both
wild
keep
card.
doing this to each other. I know.
So this is the main one. This was a looking at the. There you go. I'm gonna have to move this away. So, nice package. This is the original blue figure, and the other ones are one done in black, and another one that is completely silver. But this one had the signed by Todd McFarlane. I backed the original Spawns during pandemic, the 3-pack there. So I won't show off all of them, but
Chris, that is dope. Now, which one are you opening to display?
oh, they're all getting opened.
Oh, thank God! I love having figures on display.
Can I play with them when I come visit?
You can look.
Or
You
the
can't
action figures
touch.
just for looking at?
can
Not
look.
touching?
You can't touch.
Look. You can kiss the Todd McFarlane signature, but that's the maximum extent.
Yeah. So the original Spawn ones, I've got all. I backed that Kickstarter, getting all 3 of them, and so they were gonna do. The silver one wasn't going to be silver. It was going to be another artist edition where it's all gray. They decided to make a change and make it all silver, so it's like a armored up, knight at that point. But yeah, so 3 of those, very nice.
Dope.
Happy to take a year and a half to get that.
Nice.
That's
Was that
awesome.
it?
Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
Wow.
That was
So that's. I mean, I haven't had anything to haul in 2 weeks, but I do know
That
I will have stuff to show next week because something's coming in tomorrow. So
that was a robust haul, as one of us would say.
I also have an OPB update for anybody that has, as you know, we had that policy where you could ask to get classic packaging. There wasn't a great way for him to see based off the label who wanted classic packaging, but my coworker taught me how to do coding, like HTML coding. So now everyone who asks for classic packaging, it'll say so on your label, so you can see that you're tagged, and so that no one ever accidentally gets peanuts if they don't want it. So just a reminder, if you guys do not like peanuts, email, and you should never get them again now. So that was a fun little work victory.
Can I just tell you, Jake, I don't want peanuts anymore?
Sure. Yeah, I will. I'll tag you. JP will
I'll
judge
tag
you
you.
He'll judge you specifically but I tagged myself.
How many? I tagged myself. Am I the only one of us that's not?
Well, no,
tagged?
I did it because I have to do test orders to see if the thing was getting transferred over to the packing slip.
Uh-huh.
I actually think peanuts do a better job. I just think my cats like to eat them.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll brave it out for us. I'll take the peanuts.
And I'll bold it out. I just got the Batman Adventures yesterday, and I got the classic collection hardcovers of Devilman. Volume 1 has a tear in the binding, but they're out of print, and it was a good deal. That's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Amazon should have a price adjustment. Alex wanting you to undress. Alex, did the world get your video? I woke up and was really excited to see, and I didn't see anything. And Alexander back from basketball.
Welcome back, my dude.
Hold on, I got something in private chat.
I need something in the private chat. Murmurs what I'm typing. Murmur.
Nah. My gosh, I hate that. Someone read a chat. Jordan, read the next chat.
Alex, I agree. Some Gunslinger Spawn, I would definitely probably back that. Now it it did take, like I said, when he did his very first Kickstarter for the original Spawns was the most fundraised one I think in Kickstarter history, and all those little extras you saw in the package, those were all like stretch goals. But it's taken him till year plus ago to launch this. So
I want to ask though, Alexander, did you win your basketball game?
How many
This
go?
was
How
our
about
winner.
This
This was our winner of me and Taylor did a Does Dark Knight Strikes Again Suck stream, which honestly was the most I've ever learned on a live stream. He did like 3 months of research and had a PowerPoint presentation. It was dope. I realized I just don't like Lynn Varley. I think she got drunk and discovered Photoshop's tools for the first time and got a little weird with it, you know. But yeah, Falling Apart 1, they had a choice between we were gonna send them a copy of Dark Knight Returns with Strikes Again, but they're a new collector and they decided to get some Justice League Omnis. Yeah.
Sweet. Those are some that I'm missing from my collection, so hopefully one day I'll get those too. Jake, can I win the giveaway?
And Alexander, BJ told me what you said.
Oh,
Oof.
we're gonna put you in the no-no box, Alexander. Yeah, BJ had to hop into our Discord and send him a chat that said, "I'll let it slide this time." He knows what he said. Mike knows what he said.
Oh no!
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Yeah, so this was great. I think we're ready for the stage, the presentation. Yeah. Let's do this. Our friend Chris did such a wonderful job of the new releases.
Till you find like some mistakes in there, say, dang it.
UPS says that I'll get my Green Lantern 2 omnibus. I traded him Green Lantern for Daredevil Volume 1.
Okay.
Because it's not in print. But Alexander,
good trade.
BJ told all of us what you said. Okay, moving on. Batman by Tinian.
Yes. There we go.
Hey, big one.
That is the cover. That is the cover.
Yep.
What? Oh, with the bullet logo. What a good feeling.
What a good series to read too. I liked it.
I thought it was fun. I don't think it was anywhere close to as good as his Detective Comics run.
Correct. I agree.
I feel like it was very much like, let me create as many new characters as I can because maybe one of them will catch on. Like, Tinian knows how to be a working writer. You know what I mean? That like, but I thought it was dope. I thought I put Batman in a cool place. And I never in a million years would have thought we would have got this before King.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, being that it's the #1 most requested omnibus to come out, the Tom King run,
2 years in a row.
Yeah. I've only got it in trade, so I'll probably be one that I'll upgrade it. I'm not getting.
That'd be a good upgrade.
You don't want my 6-volume deluxes with the first one signed by Tom and Mitch?
I mean, yeah, if you're just gonna bring them down and as payment for staying with me, yeah, sure, I'll take it.
I'm not touching your Calyx shelves, bro. You are building that shelf yourself.
Well, I've built a bunch of them, as you see in the background. So, well.
Jordan, I don't want to keep moving my cursor back and forth, so feel free to do comments.
Sure, man. So,
I mean, I can make Chris the admin if you don't have a good attitude about it.
Oh,
I said sure.
Mom and Dad are fighting. Mom and Dad are fighting.
Yeah,
don't hit each other.
Chris up top, and then
yeah, I like that. Oh,
and it kind of looks like this guy who's wrong all the time. Cyclops is fourth, you know, and now yep, he's still fourth.
I did.
He just booted him.
Okay,
I
so
was removed.
I will. Does this is gonna collect? Does it go up to Joker War or does it stop before Joker War?
This, I believe, collects. Yeah, it has Joker War, and then I think that's where it stops.
This takes place right after Tom King, right? So
Correct.
the
Yes,
most
yes.
recent Batman one we have is, I guess, are we talking Batman and Detective Comics? Because it will go after the new 52, the rebirth, the one past rebirth Detective Comics. What's that? The Tomasi Detective Comics, right? This comes after that.
Mm-hmm. This
But
it's
this
either
doesn't
concurrent
collect
or right
yeah.
after, but yes.
Yeah, I think but this doesn't include all the Joker War tie-ins, which is kind of a bummer. Like that, I'm still gonna upgrade, but like if I wish it would have included more of the tie-ins.
Yeah. So what I did in preparation for this Omni to come out is I purchased the Joker War Saga
That's
book.
what I did.
So now all my hardcovers from this run I can donate or give away. We'll figure something out for that. And I
Ooh,
will just keep the
Discord
Joker War
giveaway.
Saga. Yeah, I could do a Discord giveaway. That'd be cool. Jake.
I will. Was it volume 2 of this that's gonna have the Fear State stuff?
Yes.
I liked the first I think the first volume of this I liked more than the Fear State stuff. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Fear State.
I did get the Fear State collection as well in preparation for Volume 2, because pretty sure Volume 2 won't collect all of the crossovers as well.
Is that DC's thing now? Is their thing that they're gonna do like Justice League 1 and 2, and then years later they'll do like a Forever Evil Omni? Or like are they gonna like not collect tie-ins in Omnis anymore and then do event Omnis, do you think? Because
You mean you're talking about like when you mean Omnis, like a proper, like what we're seeing here, like Batman Omni.
Yeah, like they won't do tie-ins anymore. Like the thing is to like maybe do the most essential tie-in if it's super essential, but like not do event tie-ins.
Well, that's what Marvel does now. I mean, you saw it with X-Men. I mean, I ended up stopping at, I believe, I'm looking at my Marvel side right now. I stopped collecting Uncanny. I stopped at Uncanny Volume 4, and then ended up selling my Volume 5 of Uncanny and did the Prelude, because now I wanted the tie-ins for that, because I have everything Claremont through adjectiveless under Claremont.
But why can't I see them doing a Joker War Saga Deluxe Edition?
Oh, they probably
and
will.
Just shoving that as the event itself.
They could do it because they could do that. I mean, I think if they want to go Omni route, it's gonna be a pretty small Omni, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was fun. I think the best storyline in it is the first arc. That's my
great
take.
Design.
Yeah.
Great Design is very good.
Yeah, I have Great Design and then Joker War, and that's where I stopped. I said, "All right, I'm tapping out after I read. It just wasn't." He did.
I look back and I don't have them in this room anymore.
He did much better with the detective run than this one. It wasn't bad. It just it just didn't raise to that level.
That was me for the singles, man. I did the same thing. I dropped off at like 105, which is the wrap up after the Joker War.
Yep.
I will say though, wasn't Joker War right after that's when we got my boy Nightwing back, right?
Rick Grayson?
Yeah.
When Rick Grayson became Nightwing again, right?
Rick.
I just remember wasn't this the one where Joker was making fun of him? He was calling him like Ricky Boy or something like that. Like
Ricky Boy.
He was making fun of the Rick Grayson thing. I remember. I don't remember. Volume 4, Dark Prisoners. We got another Hush story.
No.
This is the current. No.
This
is the current Chip Zdarsky run.
No, this is not.
I got lost in this story, not knowing about the Gotham War. Like, I think I bought the first 2 hardcovers, and then I think I have the Joker Year 1. When does what do I need standard size hardcover wise for like the Catwoman Batman War?
It's technically Volume 3.
But isn't Volume 3 the Joker Year 1?
So you go Volume 1 to Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War, Volume 3. So
where does the Joker one fit in?
It is running, I believe it's the same time, or it's supposed to be at the same time as that's happening, but it's right after the Gotham War.
So I need to get the Batman Catwoman one, and I need to get Volume 3, and then I get this.
Correct. Yep. The Batman Catwoman Gotham War is okay. It's okay at max. There's a tie-in to the year one that they were doing, or that Zdarsky was doing at the same time because he steps in. Joker shows up for like one issue or a quarter of an issue, but yeah, it's all right.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. You know, I think this run is what BJ had told me, where with Rom V's to wait till it's fully collected to kind of see it through. I think this is another one like that. I did read this monthly, but Rom V just didn't hook me as much. But that's my next task when I get a chance to sit down and read.
Don't you need to read Matt Fraction's brand new run before Batman Catwoman? Is that a joke about me reading things out of order, or because that's not even out yet, right?
Can it be both? Can
Yeah.
it be both?
I hope it's both.
At least, I mean, when I look at this, at least they're giving you the SHC and the TPB at the same time.
I do like that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Are
Yep.
you back from your timeout after what you said to BJ?
We all know. We all know. And we're judging.
Yeah.
I do like that they're offering both at the same time. Other than the what was it? It was like 6 months after the hardcover came out.
No, what's more diabolical is when they give you volume 1 in a standard size hardcover, and then volumes 2 and 3 are only trade paperback. That's diabolical.
Yeah, that is
brutal.
yeah, I've seen that happen. Yeah, that's not cool.
So, yeah, this I think I'm at a point now where okay. Can I tell you guys where I'm at, and then we'll move on because I know we gotta be out here by 5. I am like, for instance, I think I'm one Nightwing standard size hardcover away. But do I buy that and the Omni, and then I have a full set, or do I just?
I would tell you no. I would tell you at this
Okay.
point, wait, get the Omni, and you have it now. The only thing, like, it's going to be one of these coincidences that you've had, and I've done this before too, so I will not think down on you if you do. If you just want to have it that way, when you get the Omni and if you want to read it all, you have it all right there. But I think save your money.
So I think because of DC Universe, like, I don't feel the need to buy standard size hardcovers anymore.
Yep, I would agree. I think that's the smart way of doing it.
I was holding on to Batman and World's Finest and Nightwing, but those are all. I'm pretty much done now.
I mean, talk about the year of Nightwing with all 2 reprints and the beginning of Tom Taylor's.
Did you see how cool that cover was? Did you guys see the cover that
I have it?
Off for it?
No, I haven't.
No.
I'll pull it up right now.
Okay.
Alexander,
I'll do the next slide.
Your ankle, my dude.
Put some ice on it. Get some ibuprofen. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Make sure it's elevated.
Like the ice we needed to put on BJ after that burn, you said. Okay, that'll be the last one.
Okay.
Jeez.
Plastic Man, the origin of Plastic Man.
It's a crazy cover. I'll give him that. That's a crazy cover.
There's so much negative space in here.
I just like it that, though, the majority of this is not even Plastic Man proper. It was under Police Comics, 36 issues of Police Comics. Then you get Plastic Man 1 and 2.
Plastic Man, the classic villain, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
we've lost our Plastic Man.
I'm doing the cover. I'm showing off the cover.
Okay, show it off.
Cover.
Money.
Oh, okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited that this is one I'm excited to have all the covers in that oversized format, because Bruno just did a great job with the
covers. Those covers are so cool, man.
I think my favorite is the Nightwing through the years climbing on the side of the building.
Would it be out of pocket to buy 2 copies and cut out the pages that make one long left to right thing and then frame it?
This is a man that's asking us, it is too much work to do this,
and then return it to Amazon because
because
my thing's missing all the pages.
Is it too much work to buy every absolute ever?
Yes. Is it too much work? Is it?
You know, love what you do and you never work a day in your life.
True.
I think I'm done with standard size hardcovers. I think trade paperbacks get people reading more. That's
what I used to buy. Yeah.
That's what keeps the book market really there. You could just go and that's what it's there for. You know, I'm just not a standard hardcover kind of person anymore, unless unless it's the only format to get that story in, and it's never going to be collected. It's the only, and even then,
indies.
I might, yeah.
I'll buy a bunch of indies and standard size hardcover because there's never a guarantee that they're going to come out in any other format.
I'm looking at all my Reckless books. Those are all standard hardcover. Everything Brubaker right now, unless it's already been designated as a deluxe. Yeah.
And moving on, ElfQuest.
I have nothing to say.
Me either.
It looks pretty.
Just buy whenever they do a humble bundle where you get all of ElfQuest digitally for like $1. Like, that's my vote.
There's a good one going on with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen right now.
Oh, is there? I wouldn't know. I have the absolutes.
The humble brag.
They're getting reprinted.
Flex, but okay.
I got that one on pre-order. I've got the one getting reprinted on pre-order.
I might have to upgrade because mine is ripped. If you guys all saw that in my thing.
I saw it.
Phrasing.
This is how I felt when I broke the protest yesterday and bought a $10 skin on Marvel Rivals.
Why would you do such a thing? Stop.
And the OHC from Image needs a lot of reprints looking at you. And Killer Be Killed. I want that one to come back.
Yeah, the best you're getting right now is Compendium.
No, I can read it at your house, right?
Chris, tell him he's not allowed to touch the collection. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to install Jess rules. I may have to start locking down stuff because he still stole that book from Jess and he's still wanting it back.
Well, in Fortnite, I'm still a no skin.
What skin did you get from Marvel Rivals though?
I didn't realize there were multiple skins than just what's in the shop, so I messed up. But I got the Squirrel Girl with the little jean shorts that does dancing, and then I bought this Bucky skin where he looks like a vampire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, and
two $20 skins. Wow.
I'm a little. I have a bone to pick with Jake real quick. As I sent him 2 text messages saying, "Did you see my order?" And you know what I got? 2 separate times. And he never replied back. I saw he read it. He didn't reply. And he obviously did not understand what I was getting at because I was bringing out a point about one of my orders.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. You got the style guide?
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
One very particular part of a major order.
You got Lazarus Volume 4.
No,
I'm just kidding. He got David Mazzucchelli's Born Again Artist Edition.
Hey, sweet.
Heck yeah.
Gents,
also,
I'm gonna
thank you for solving that problem about the Agent Venom omnibus, dude.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, that was much needed. For some reason, Jordan, the item was set not to be active on the online store.
Oh, interesting.
You know, the main place where people have to find it.
I bullied Jordan into getting that artist edition also.
So, anyways,
Jake,
back to the package.
Jay, Chris, I'm removing myself from the stage because the package just arrived. So
up. Okay. All right,
I'm sorry, man. This has been a crazy week, dude.
No, you're fine. I just found it
I'm
funny.
glad to see now. Over here. Helen of Windhorn. Oh my gosh. This should have been a deluxe edition.
Yes, but it's Dark Horse, and I don't know outside of the manga. I don't know outside of manga and Hellboy. I don't know if they do these kind of one-offs in deluxe. It's so sad that and this might be one I'm just gonna have to hold out on and enjoy on digitally.
I bought it. I love this. I actually think the art is better than Jordan. We might have to save it till next week because Chris has to bounce at 5. So
we can go a little bit over. I'm just saying I can't stay too much over. So.
Have any of you guys read this?
Yes, absolutely love it.
Oh my god!
No, but I want to read it. So
you're not ready for it, Jordan. It would break.
It's not for you, Jordan.
Yeah, you wouldn't gain anything from it. There's no demons that take advantage of a little kid. So
okay, and we're not coming back to do this show.
But if you want to read Strange Girl, you could have a friend that's a pet demon. All right.
Heck yeah. Moving on. Oh, I forgot to ask. I forgot to order this.
I own this already.
Wait, do I need the deluxe if I have the Omni?
If you get the
Omni?
Fourth World Volume 2.
Oh, I just ordered that today.
It's in
What? It is?
Yeah. It's the latter half of the Omni.
Oh, the Omni. Gotcha.
Yeah,
The
Fourth
Fourth
World
World Omni.
Volume
Gotcha. Okay.
2.
Okay.
Number
Gotcha.
2.
All right. I was about to
Yeah.
say. I said, wait a minute. I missed something.
I read the story this year.
Yeah.
It's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of
probably
a
my
big
favorite.
kind of a big spoiler right there in the title, but here we are.
I mean, you go like 6 issues in, and you go, who's the main bad guy?
Yeah. Unless you see, oh, it's the Great Darkness Saga. Who could it possibly
Wait.
be?
Dark Side is the Great Darkness?
You're right back, Kato. Yeah, they do Umbrella Academy, but I'm more talking about. I'm not familiar with Killjoys, but Umbrella Academy being kind of a franchise series. I'm just talking like a one-off right now.
Alex,
so.
all I'm saying is I bought it, which means I have another Kirby omnibus you don't have. That he needs that strange girl. I have all the remainder images except one. I hope it doesn't go out of stock fast.
Hey.
I would say Remender's pretty
nice, man.
Pretty good about keeping things. What is it? I missed it. Sorry.
I'm gonna collect the Tashin next year, but that's a good way to own it.
Oh, I'll have the Tashin as well. Incredible Hulk Volume 1 by Stan Lee and Kirby.
Yeah, Leonardo Remender does a pretty good job of keeping his deluxes in stock. Like I think he's very good at that. I remember there was that initial run with Low. And what was it? 7 to Eternity. But I think for the most part, they are mostly still in stock.
I'm trying to hit the camera with a peanut.
You're not very good at it.
I went down my throat.
Jake's allergic.
I have peanut allergy. Okay, I guess I won't ask for this if I'm getting the Omni. Then moving on.
It's good. If you've never read if you've never read Legion, buy it. It's good. I promise.
I couldn't live with myself if Jake had more Kirby than me.
No. You also have it all, and you can't live with yourself with a guy that's wrong on your image. But I still love you, Alex.
He's on the fence about a purchase. Would you go for the Bronze Age Kirby omnibus out of print? I think a touch above cover or at cover. Or would you go for the Silver Surfer Tashin? Now, he is in another country, so book prices are different for him. But I told him I would wait until DC does the next 6 months of announcements before buying an out-of-print DC book. But that Silver Surfer Tashin, they only have a couple more years left on their contract.
Yeah, I would wait for the DC side. I would wait.
Yeah. Or get Transmetro 1, man. Complete your set. That way you can actually read them. Beautiful books from Image, by the way.
Yes.
Legion's fans got to be the most abused group of fans in comic book history. Happy I'm not one, but glad to see they're getting on.
If someone can actually give me a proper history of Legion, I would be glad to jump in. That's just something.
Well, you have Saturn Girl, and you have Chameleon Boy, and
you have Brainiac 5.
It went out of print.
Brainiac 5.
It went out of print a couple weeks ago. I think the last time it was available was about November. I think one of the reasons they're not reprinting it right now is there's a DC Finest collection, which is actually more complete. There's more in that Finest. I think once the Finest are done, I think there might be more than one volume, but that collects stuff not done just by Gail Simone, so it's supposed to be more complete.
Yeah, I got both that and the Cliff Chang Omni in November.
So. Oh, you wanted to go Omni? You didn't feel the need to go Absolute for the 52 run?
Nope.
No, I have the Omni as well.
Cool.
I was okay with that.
You don't think the art deserves it? I'm just kidding. I probably would have gone Omni if I wasn't me, but I got the Absolute from Ollie's, so I think I paid less probably.
That's good, Alex. I approve your pettiness.
I'm sad I sprained my ankle, but can't be sad with 2 Green Lantern Omnis. I'll pick up Scott Summers variant despite Chris. And Chris, when do you think the next big wave of announcements will be?
DC. Typically they do it could be any time between this month we're now and officially with March and April.
And I'm sure there'll be a big live stream on, Near Mint Condition. Maybe one of us will be a guest on or something. Maybe more than one of us, but it'll be out there soon.
I'll tell you what, those last 2 catalogs, man, they shocked a lot of people.
I also feel like next time we don't got to do every single book, because they would talk about like for 20 minutes about one random standard size hardcover, and I was like, it was like 4 hours in, and I was like, I gotta go. Like I'm burnt out. Yeah, it is. But I think it's still able to be gotten for a good price on eBay. It's not whale prices yet. Yeah, that Rucka omnibus is going to be great. And the book is in my city. I'll get it Monday. So this Turtles run, is this good?
Well, this is the source book. This is basically kind of collects. I would kind of equate it to like your who's who, anything like that. It's the full looking at the entire series, looking at the characters, places. It was a nice way to kind of conclude the run with this.
And it's in the same style as the other IDW ones, right? So it'll match the spines and everything.
To highlight this, I do thank you for the suggestion. I'm conflicted because I actually played that MMO for a long time. That's my favorite era of Star Wars. I don't know if I'll maybe wait for some reviews on it because I've never read it. I do know that it's not tied to the first one, but God, I just love that era so much.
I do too. I'm picking it up. I didn't read any of those, but I'm like you. I love the Old Republic era.
I just felt like High Republic never got to the same level, anywhere close to it, Yeah. But Thunderbolt Winter Soldier, trade paperback. He's my new main on Rivals.
Sweet.
Okay, great. I'd say grab it, but the other tie-ins are connected to the novels Lost Tribe of the Sith and Knight Errant. Does it tied at all to the storyline where the characters from KOTOR are in a book, or is that completely separate? Because I know there was a book that was kind of like a sort of sequel that had Revan and the Exile in it together. Is it tied to that at all? And then moving to Hellspawn Complete Collection.
As you move on to that, yeah.
Yeah. Savage Dragon, this is gonna be sending to me. As like someone that's been a massive Savage Dragon fan. I think I'm really stoked about is the introduction by Jeff Johns.
Can you give me a synopsis of volume 1 and 2 so I could pick this up?
I feel like that's filler, but this one has Spawn, Hellboy, Wildstar, the Max, and the Turtles. Plus, he gets engaged. Rapture has a baby, and the classic showdown between God and the Devil. Savage Dragon Volume 3 is a must-have for any fearless Finn addict. Which everyone who knows my channel, our channel, knows I'm a Finn addict. And if you're looking for an easy entry point, this is it. Boom! That's why you start with Volume 3 of the Ultimate Collection. Where my Volume 3 Finn heads at?
Finn heads.
Finn heads.
Is that as bad as Gutter Mutant?
That's next to Gutter Mutant.
Okay, guys, I have a joke. So, a Gutter Mutant, a no skin, and a Finn head walk into a bar. I'm gonna get canceled. I shouldn't finish it.
Oh boy.
No.
I feel like Taylor's gonna like this. Looks like a Taylor book, right?
If you love Image at its height in the 90s, this series is for you.
Moving
there you
on.
go.
Oh,
that's your sales pitch.
Nope, completely separate. The novel Revan is just a bridge from KOTOR 2 to SWORDOR. Lost Tribe of the Sith is a prequel to the Legacy of the Force 30 years after Return of the Jedi. Yikes. And Lost Tribe just takes place in the Old Republic era. Knight Errant also takes place in the same era, but it's its own cast, not connected to KOTOR at all.
Do any DC Finest have any more volumes announced, or are they still releasing the first wave of
the
everything?
Batman one that was the Killing Joke is I think the first volume 2 that we're getting. The Killing Joke and Other Stories, but that'll probably be in the next announcement. Oh, not selected. Oh, that it? That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh my God. Are we allowed to say this? Finhead is the no skin of the Gutter Mutants.
The things we start on this show.
No.
I think as a massive Finhead, everybody knows that Savage Dragon Ultimate Collection Volume 3 is my favorite. Wait, Alex, dude, if you trust my taste in books at all, buy Helena. Is it Helen or Helena? Helena. I'm meeting with him Tuesday. I can't butcher it. Tell me how to say it. I just learned how to say Mitch Garrad's name.
Helen.
Batman and Catwoman have Volume 2s incoming. Okay. What are your guys' most hyped
I'm with them. Nothing should be coming my way for this week. It's more next week. I'm gonna have a chunky couple of boxes.
Not even Batman.
Not even Batman.
No, this like I said,
Jeez.
this was a run that I have as detective in Omni format. This one just didn't hook me as much. I've got the Dark Designs and then the Joker War, and that's where I kind of stopped. But I would choose if I were to choose one, I would choose Helen.
To highlight this one, I don't know. Send me if you can send me a message, I'll look into it. Either on Facebook, Instagram, or Discord if you're in the Discord. Sometimes things switch from because there's out of print and then there's out of stock. Evergreen titles can still go out of stock. So I don't know. Maybe certain volumes are out of stock. Like I want to say one last thing too. If you have something on order and a book gets moved to out of stock, that doesn't mean that you're no longer getting your copy. It just means we're not selling anymore until we get our stock and fulfill our orders. Out of stock usually means at the distributor level, but like your book is still ordered. So I always get people that get worried about that. Jordan, I'm guessing yours is ElfQuest.
Yeah. No, definitely Batman because that's the one I'm picking up. But I am gonna hit a sales pitch. Switch over to that Legion of Superheroes. Legion of Superheroes, the stuff that I have read from the series is really good actually, and that's the weird part. I didn't ever expect to like it, especially because a lot of it takes place in the 70s and 80s when some of those books can be a little wordy and convoluted. But yeah, this is really good. Even if you have no knowledge of the Legion of Superheroes, you could still pick this up and read it. And I hope they print more of it because I'm starting to become a fan.
Heck
There's
yeah.
my
Who's your
pitch.
favorite Legion?
I'm done.
Is it Bouncing Boy? Matter you're a lad?
No, Bouncing Boy's retired in this series, but he does make a comeback for one issue. I like I think what's Superman's great grandson? Something L. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Hit me when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW make a cookbook, and then maybe I'll buy one. Well, guys, that was our show. It's date night for some of us, and not all of us. But hopefully, you know what? We should all go on a date tonight, not together, but with our respective partners.
Yes.
You know,
I'll take that advice.
Yeah. Where can they find y'all?
You can find me on all the socials at Chris Balga. You can catch me every Thursday night at the Geek First Podcast YouTube channel for Marvel Alliance at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time. We were off this week. The news was pretty light, but next week, The Devil Returns to Hell's Kitchen. We will be breaking down the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again and breaking down the new Punisher announcement that came out with the new Marvel Spotlight that is getting ready to be made that will come out during season 2. So we are very excited about that. The Man Without Fear returns. So, but yep.
If you guys have ever seen that video that they made of Waluigi waiting for his invitation to the Smash Bros tournament, that's how I feel with now that Daredevil's
I was
back,
gonna say that
because I'd love to chat about Daredevil. So whenever my Harry Potter owl comes and drops off my letter to Hogwarts, until then I'm stuck under the cupboard. I don't know. It could be an accident. It could have been at one point. It was completely sold out or something. But yeah, if you can also shoot me a message about that, I can look into that too. We'll get everything resolved for you. Sometimes I don't know. I have to look into things, but thank you for bringing things to my attention. There's only a few of us, and it's a large website with a lot of products. Jordan, where can they find you?
You can find me here on Tabataba. I'm behind the scenes. You can also check out the Discord as well.
You had a line in the video.
I did have a line in that most recent video where Jake showed every absolute ever. You have to figure out where my line is though in that video. So go watch all also, 45 minutes of it.
It's 48 minutes and there's a giveaway currently in the video. So watch all the way through and you can enter the giveaway. I want to give a shout out to our Instagram, both Organic Price Books and The Brave and the Boys, where you can see Jordan's product photography. And a reminder about our Discord, where the community is really getting more active. We've been doing game nights. We're going to host movie nights. We just did a book club where we actually had the author and writer there. Sorry, that's the same thing. Artist and author there to answer questions. And we should be gearing up for nominations for the next month. Jordan always reads the book, always nominates and votes, and never shows up to the book club.
Just as he should. You got to keep that streak going.
I've been to 2 book clubs this year, I think. Wait, 2 book clubs, I think in
Have
total.
you bought more book clubs for OmniDog's book club than the Brave and the Boys?
I've only bought 2, and I've owned every book that we've done so far for book club. So let's pick a book to make me spend money.
I don't want to do that. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. Keep reading and stay brave. That was good. That felt like